your name?
Salvatore Cutrazzula Sr.,
And when were you born?
1940,
When's your birthday?
March 7th.
And that makes you 79 years young.
Right.
And tell me about your diagnosis. What were you diagnosed with?
Parkinson's.
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 When were you diagnosed with Parkinson's?
About 2013, 5 or 6 years ago.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the day you were diagnosed?
Well, I went up there the first time, and the doctor was a female. And she says, you don't have Parkinson's, you drink too much coffee, and you don't get enough sleep. Now, I'm 88 miles north of Burma, north of Selma, or Montgomery. And that's where she was and I was that day. But then I went back home, and I usually walk a German Schnauzer miniature. And I was walking him the next day or the day after that. And I could see that I was wobbling there a little bit, side to side. And I think she had misdiagnosed me. So I told the doctor, need to send me back to Birmingham. I think they got it wrong. So I went up there, and sure enough, Dr. Sung, S-U-N-G, in Birmingham, head of research with Parkinson's. He says, no, you do have Parkinson's. You just walk down that aisle and come back here and then speak a little bit. He says your voice is very low, and you're out of balance there right now. So we were on a carbidopa, levodopa, and he added Razagline to it about 6 months later because I wouldn't take it when he first wanted to give it to me. Now, it seems to be in the last 3 or 4 or 5 months, they've increased it, especially around the third month. And I could tell the last 4 or 5 days right now, the dopamine is working, but not right at this minute. It's usually like 8 or 9 in the morning, maybe up to about 10 or 11. I just don't have it pat down yet because it's just starting to do some good after. And I think it was because of that. I think it's because of the Razagline, from what I read. Mm-hmm. And that's where I stand right now.
What's the biggest change you've noticed since you were diagnosed with Parkinson's?
How it's slowed my body down. Slowed. Mm-hmm. That's the terminology.
Have you noticed any difference with your speech since you were diagnosed with Parkinson's?
The volume is down. It's what would you call that? Speech. My speech.
You speak softer.
Got lower. I speak softer when I'm talking.
Is it more comfortable to speak softer? Does it bother you to speak louder? Or?
No, that doesn't bother me either way.
Have you noticed any difference with your swallowing?
My swallowing is the same. I haven't noticed. There's a little difference, but not much. I don't know what to say there.
Do you use a straw?
Once in a while.
Do you ever notice any drooling?
Any what?
Saliva, like excess saliva in your mouth?
Yeah, I have that.
What do you want other people to know about Parkinson's?
They have to hang in there and do the things, find a good partner, and let that person know what's going on, and the foundation will help you. Parkinson's Foundation.
Do you think people treat you differently in a negative way?
They start out treating you differently, but it's not in a negative way. It's just they really don't know what's going on until you educate them. They educate themselves.
Has any doctor ever talked to you about speech therapy?
No, I've read the article on it though.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to do something for me. I just want to test something out. Will you please count to 10 in a normal voice? Your normal voice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, now will you say it a little bit louder?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now can you shout it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job. When your hand starts shaking, does that bother you?
No.
No.
Sometimes my whole body shakes.
Really?
Especially if you're stressed or arguing or anything negative will get you to tremors. And that's what the psychiatrists are finding out, and the doctors that are brain doctors. I'm reading a magazine right now about how your brain affects your body movements in every category.
So the more relaxed you are, the less you tremor, and then more
in fact,
stress.
none at all, really.
If you're really relaxed, you don't tremor, and then when
No.
you're kind of upset, you start to shake.
Yeah. Your hand shakes, your arm shakes, your whole body shakes.
Mm-hmm.
And your blood pressure probably is going up.
Okay, give me a thumbs up, Dad. Good job.